Hello, Waswere here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about efficiency. I'm kind of known for having an efficient mindset while playing Runescape, and I wanted to teach you my strategies in order to determine what methods to do for what skills. Before we go any further, I need to cover one major point, and that efficiency is different for every player. Some people are able to make 40 mil per hour or higher doing high level PVM. Some are only just getting into PVM and are scraping by with 20 mil per hour at their peak. And some just don't PVM at all, and their best money makers are in the 5 to 10 mil per hour range. As we're going through this video, think about how much you can make and what you would value your time at, as they are going to be very important going forward for playing efficiently. My first example is going to be a basic one, but it's one of my favorite examples because it represents the two extremes. The first is Crystal Harps, as it's the golden child of people who don't like to spend GP on skills. They get to Prif with 75 crafting, they're like, sweet, I can get 99 crafting without spending a single GP, but it takes them like 300 hours to get there. On the other hand, its opponent Dragonstones is one of the more expensive ways, or it was one of the more expensive ways, to train crafting, and it is seen as a rich person's method. Personally, I didn't even end up doing Dragonstones because they were too expensive back when I was going for 200 mil crafting. Now, as everything is on a per XP basis, it's best just to think of a large amount of XP to make the numbers seem more understandable. I found that 1 mil XP is a good number to go for, and it scales pretty well. On the Harp side, we have 56k XP per hour in crafting with a 0 GP cost. That gives us a total of 17.8 hours to get our 1 million crafting XP. It has a cost of 0, it's slow, but hey, it's free XP in a once expensive skill. Now on the other hand, we have Cutting Dragonstones with Torso Sticks, Avatar, Skilling Outfit, and Portable Crafter. We get 632k XP per hour, so it only takes 1.1 hours to actually get the same 1 million XP, but we need to factor in the XP cost. I'm going to take the liberty here and use the pre-Archglacior prices as it illustrates the lesson much better, and it's kind of the point of this video. I'm using an uncut Dragonstone value of 9658 and a cut Dragonstone value of 7112 for context. Each craft we lose just over 2000 GP at 2063, which leads to a GP per XP of 11.95. Pretty expensive, right? Well, in the context of our example, it's not really. It took us 16.7 less hours to get the 1 million XP, so we only need to make 750k GP per hour in those 16 extra hours we have for Dragonstones to be the most efficient method. You could literally kill chickens for 16 hours and then spend the GP on Dragonstone, and it'd be more efficient than doing harps. So how do you do this with any method? You need 3 pieces of information. First off is the XP per hour of the method. Then you also need to calculate out the GP per XP of the method. And the final piece of information is what you value your time at. I like this number to be about 75% of your favorite moneymaker. For me, when I was going for 5.6 mil XP, I used a 20 mil per hour valuation, and it worked out pretty well. If you end up using 100% of your favorite moneymaker, you're probably just going to end up in a position where you're spending too much time there, and it eventually doesn't become fun. So 75% is a good balance between the two. Now let's use that and bring some made-up methods into play. For this, let's use a valuation of 10 mil per hour. Method A gives 230k XP per hour and 3.5 GP per XP, while Method B gives 100k XP per hour and 5 GP per XP profit. So you're making money with Method B. Method A takes 4.3 hours to get 1 mil XP, and in the process loses 3.5 mil GP, which takes another 0.4 of an hour to get the GP back. So, because 3.5 mil, if you do that 10 mil per hour money-making method, would take 0.4 hours, leading to a total of 4.7 hours. On the other hand, Method B takes 10 hours to get the 1 million XP, and in the process you gain 5 million GP. And when it's a profit, we deduct time because that's time you don't have to spend gaining GP. So 5 mil is worth 0.5 hours, leading to a total of 9.5 hours. Method A is the clear winner despite it being the more costly endeavor. It's not all about the XP per hour or about the GP per XP. It's a combination of the two to get the minimum amount of hours to get to that 1 mil XP goal. If you want more RuneScape efficiency tips, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be the first to get to new videos. Now, when is this comparison method best used? A lot of skilling methods are just cosmetic reskins of each other. There's functionally no gameplay difference between cutting diamonds and cutting dragonstones. It's just a different color with a different XP and a different cost. And that is when these comparisons shine the brightest. You're not impacting gameplay, you're just choosing the gem that best suits your money-making potential to minimize the hours spent to reach your goal. It's a lot harder to balance this decision when dealing with completely different methods. Say comparing curly roots and magic logs on a portable brazier. One is a heavy AFK, one is very active. So you might rather do 25 hours of total AFK versus 20 hours of active play. So find the methods that work best for you. And that's kind of what I mean about how efficiency is different for every person. Someone who plays this game in a very AFK way would probably take the portable brazier, while someone who is a very active player and really wants to just minimize the amount of hours would probably take the portable brazier. And those are both the efficient choice because it's what maximizes your XP potential, not the global XP potential. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Treasure Hunter, as spending GP on bonds has fallen into the efficiency meta over the past couple years, and it's actually very efficient to PVM and then get the majority of your XP from bonds, but it can really kill your motivation for XP. In terms of personal advice that is unrelated to efficiency, I would advise the following 3 things. Try to focus more on bonus experience promotions. It's generally better GP per XP, and you actually still need to train the skill, even if it's only halfway, so you feel a lot better about it despite it being more efficient. Try not to use keys on heavy AFK skills like fishing or mining. Despite being slow, you're likely to run out of those full AFK methods before you get your other skills to your goals. And then don't spin any GP-based promotions because you almost always lose money and it's a bit of a trap there. So that's the main concepts I wanted to cover for this video. Efficiency 102 will be coming later, where we go over dailies, weeklies, and monthlies and how they can fall into the efficiency meta of RuneScape 3. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you like the video, drop a like. It really helps me out and pushes this video to more people. But past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.